My name is Mary Bailey. I live at 80 East Wallen Lake Road in Pasco. And before I begin, I'm wondering if anybody would object to me lighting up this cigarette.
Go right ahead.
I'm sure if I were to do so, I would probably be escorted out of this room. Why? Because it has been determined that cigarette smoke, both first and second-hand, is hazardous to one's health. There is currently a bill in the General Assembly to raise the purchase age of cigarettes to 21. In other words, cigarette smoke must be more dangerous than going off to war, which one can do at age 18. That being the case, I cannot then understand why we could ever consider allowing Invenergy to destroy the clear, clean air in Burrillville. Attached, you will find, and I have this in triplicate for each one of the members of the board, attached you will find a list of emissions and Invenergy plans to spew into the air surrounding the proposed power plant. This list was taken from Invenergy's application to the Energy Facility Siting Board. Also attached, you will find articles from the World Health Organization and the American Cancer Society listing the carcinogens found in tobacco. Remember, the word carcinogen indicates a cancer-causing agent. Invenergy lists 11 of these same carcinogens they will be polluting our air with. They are indicated by the circled items on their application. You will also see 2 chemicals with check marks beside them. Invenergy lists them as non-pollutants, yet the World Health Organization lists the same chemicals as carcinogens. Please note that there are 3 chemicals, including carbon monoxide, a killer, that are boxed. The American Cancer Society also lists these as dangerous. They go on to say at the end of this list, quote, many of these substances cause cancer, some cause heart and lung diseases. All of these products can be deadly, end quote. Invenergy also lists 77.54 tons of VOCs that will be emitted. VOC stands for volatile organic compounds. The EPA lists health effects from VOCs as eye, nose, and throat irritation, headaches, loss of coordination and nausea, and damage to liver, kidney, and central nervous system. Some organics can cause cancer in animals. Some are suspected or known to cause cancer in humans. The EPA also lists nitrogen oxide and sulfur dioxide as the main causes of acid rain. Invenergy plans on turning tons of these chemicals into the air, again as listed on their application. The EPA lists the cause of acid rain in New England not only from water that combines with these chemicals in the atmosphere, but also from dry deposition. In other words, when these chemicals go directly into the soil or bodies of water. I can list 12 bodies of water in Pasco alone that would be affected by this. And one of them is a drinking source for the patients at Zambrano Hospital, a state-run facility. A state-run facility serving a very vulnerable segment of the population consisting of elderly and chronically disabled Rhode Island citizens. In this article, the EPA lists power plants and large smokestack facilities as being the primary culprits. At the May 2nd hearing between Invenergy representatives and the Burrillville Planning Board, a gentleman from Invenergy stated that we are already breathing chemicals from plants in Massachusetts. That means that the emissions from the proposed plant will likely reach the Scituate Reservoir, Rhode Island's main source of drinking water. So if the carcinogens Invenergy plans on making us breathe 24/7, and by the way, even people who smoke have to take time out to eat, work, and sleep. So if that weren't enough, now our precious water will also be put at risk. The ponds and lakes that we and our children enjoy swimming and fishing in, as well as the wells we get water to cook, drink, and bathe in, will now all be in danger of posing hazards to our health. Not only do I live within 2 miles of the proposed facility, but I am also the principal of a small private school, also within that radius, which serves students from Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. A few years ago, when we were repainting our 175-year-old sanctuary, I had parents concerned about the removal of lead paint and paint fumes, even though the children did not use that room. I can't help but wonder if the toxins from a nearby power plant will cause some families to reconsider sending their children to a school in such close proximity to said power plant. I know of one family whose children attend our school who already plans to move if the plant gains approval. We could potentially be shut down if several families leave, since we run on a shoestring budget already. After seeing what happened in Flint, Michigan, Do we really want to endanger the people of Rhode Island by allowing a power plant to destroy an area of Rhode Island known for its idyllic setting, clean water and air, home to important wildlife, including eagles, and surrounded by Boy Scout camps, open spaces, and state parks? Please don't make us subject to such things that pose serious health hazards or death. I urge you to vote no on Invenergy's application.